Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Michelle's Podcast News. I'm your host, Michelle Tandler, and today is Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. We've got some exciting updates for you from the world of podcasting, so let's dive right in. First up, some big news coming out of Spotify. Sahar El-Habashi, the vice president and head of the podcast business at Spotify, is set to leave the streaming giant at the end of 2024 after an impressive 6-year tenure. El-Habashi, along with Alex Nordstrom, who is the co-president and chief business officer, announced her departure through memos sent to Spotify's podcast organization on Wednesday. As of now, she has no plans to join another company, but Spotify has already begun an internal and external search for her replacement. In the meantime, Roman Vosenmiller, who currently helps lead Spotify's podcast efforts internationally, will be stepping in to lead the podcast group. Vosenmiller has been heavily involved in the push into video podcasts, which have been growing rapidly in recent years. Additionally, Emma Vaughn, who is currently the head of advertising business development and partnerships, will assume leadership of global advertising and content business development for podcasts. Shilpa Rao will continue leading Spotify's podcast business affairs and contract operations team, reporting to Vaughn. During her tenure, El-Habashi played a key role in boosting podcast listening on Spotify. Under her leadership, the audience grew from less than 10 million to more than 150 million today. However, she also oversaw layoffs across Spotify's podcast teams as part of recalibrating the business. One of the significant shifts she led was moving away from platform-exclusive deals with top podcasters like Joe Rogan and Alex Cooper. These exclusive deals were underperforming in ad sales, and Spotify's chief executive officer, Daniel Ek, noted that creators generally wanted to be on multiple platforms to reach a broader audience. Despite these challenges, Spotify's podcast segment remains on track for full-year profitability in 2024. In the first quarter, podcast ad revenue grew faster than music, driven by significant growth in impressions sold across original and licensed podcasts, as well as the Spotify Audience Network. This growth was partially offset by softer pricing. El-Habashi joined Spotify in December 2018 as vice president of content and took over the podcast business after Dawn Ostroff's departure in January 2023. Before Spotify, she was the interim head of Condé Nast Entertainment after Ostroff left to join Spotify. In an industry first, Nation Player and the British Broadcasting Corporation have agreed to make the British Broadcasting Corporation's leading podcasts available on its free and easy-to-use mobile application, available on Apple and Android devices. The supplier announced this exciting development recently. Nation Player focuses on United Kingdom audio content and uses AIM Player technology from All In Media, which is part of Xperi. This includes access to Xperi's DTS AutoStage hybrid car platform. The parent company, Nation Broadcasting, is a United Kingdom broadcast firm founded by Jason Bryant. Nation Broadcasting owns a portfolio of national, regional, and local commercial stations, as well as several related businesses, including transmission software supplier Factum Radioscape, and it operates DABI transmission facilities. The agreement will see British Broadcasting Corporation podcasts taking a high-profile position on the Nation Player application's main page, alongside a host of other broadcasters and podcast providers. Nation Player offers free-to-access radio and audio with live radio stations and podcasts from a variety of broadcasters and podcast providers. It is available in the United Kingdom on Apple and Android devices and supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.